From Lubbock, Texas, you're watching the Big 12 on ESPN. Texas Tech is ready for the most anticipated season in the program's century-long history. Not since 2008 have the Red Raiders been ranked in the preseason. They're 23rd, and the journey starts tonight against Arkansas-Pine Bluff.
They've done a pretty good job of moving the ball and moving the ball side to side.
Peters. Incomplete and almost intercepted. Jordan had a beat on it. Burke could not come up with it. The Golden Lions need 9 on third down.
And this is a moment where you're going to watch the edge rushers just go get the quarterback.
David Bailey bearing down. It is a sack, and it's Skylar Gill-Howard. Bailey applied pressure from the edge. Gill-Howard cleaned it up inside. Fourth down.
The other thing you got is you got good defensive tackles, so you know you can rush aggressively because there's going to be pressure in the middle, and that is a duck.
This is off the side of the foot of Zach Weeder, the redshirt sophomore. And Texas Tech ends up with glorious field position for their first possession of 2025.
They can measure the miles per hour. He was throwing as hard after the recovery as his fastest throw last year.
Morton slings it, and that's caught by Caleb Douglas. Tech's top returning receiver had a breakout year a year ago. Morton fires for the touchdown. Reggie Virgil. Immediate impact for the transfer from Miami of Ohio.
Just a simple token fake to the running back. All that's trying to do is hold your linebackers and safeties in the box because of the physicality that Dickey brings to the running game.
Weeder's first punt went 9 yards. Roy Alexander, the Incarnate Word transfer, awaits it for Texas Tech. And this is blocked! Picked up by Tech. Now a big special teams play for the Red Raiders.
This is a rugby-style punt, and on a rugby-style punt, you're trying to get outside of any of that block. The other thing you can do is you don't have a set rhythm that ball has to get out. If there's someone that's coming across your face, you can pull that back, make a move to just get rid of the ball. But Zach Weeder is actually a shortstop on the Arkansas-Pine Bluff baseball team. He's not I think he just got cleared by the NCAA like last week, so he hasn't had a lot of experience in actually getting rid of it. We'll now throw him in front of Jones AT&T Stadium, and that's a lot of pressure.
Morton fires, and that is a touchdown! Ball came out after Terrence Carter Jr. crossed the goal line.
Yeah, Morton's just going to rip a seam route right down the side there, and that is a touchdown. Really, whatever happens once you have possession of the ball and one dimple of the football crosses the front edge of that white line, it is a touchdown. That they ran into issues with when they had to run the ball and Taj Brooks couldn't make it happen. It was hard to come by.
Williams. Oh, the sidestep. And out to midfield. Jacoby Williams is dangerous in space. The sophomore from Beckville, Texas. It is a competition for the place-kicking job, kind of like it was early last year before Gino Garcia won out. Upton Bellenfant, the transfer from Buffalo, is on from 28. And Bellenfant connects. Hunter's 6'4". He's got an extra shelf in that fridge. Here's a pick. Amir Boyd, the UTEP transfer with the takeaway for Texas Tech.
Cornerback that he brought in, and you can see it. He was actually playing a zone. He wasn't really even following the man. Saw the eyes of Peters watching that route and just jumped it. He ran the route for the receiver, and when your secondary is able to do that, it's really hard to throw the ball because you can't get rid of it quickly because the secondary is going to jump it, and you can't take forever to throw the ball because your defensive line is going to get there. That's the defense that Shield Wood wants to put offenses in stress with. That makes your job substantially easier.
On 3rd and 2, Morton pulls the trigger. It's Carter! Touchdown! ×2!
I think the fan club bandwagon for Terrence Carter is going to get a little more crowded after these first 2 touchdowns. It's a really nice route, and Baron Morton, one of the things that I love when you watch him is just a bunch of different throwing angles. His feet are looking to the left, his arm is going to the right. He's got his hips set up to throw to the hash.
Peters taking off, and he's hit from behind by A.J. Holmes Jr. On 3rd and 9. Morton connects with Coy Aiken. And Cowboy Coy is back for another ride here in Lubbock. It's a touchdown. 41 yards.
He's playing in the middle of the field. You'll see him come into your screen from the left side. Baron Morton comes all the way back. There's a linebacker short left. There's a linebacker short right. There's a safety deep. You have to have that perfectly timed with perfect spacing. You know, when Peyton Manning and Tom Brady each had Super Bowl winners, they had Wes Welker there. Wes Welker knows to find space. Coy Aiken does that. And where'd Wes Welker go to school?
Right here, Jeff. You know it.
Know how to produce slot receivers down here in Lubbock. TJ West and Micah Hudson, you're doing pretty good for yourself.
Back this side for Terrence Carter Jr., who has 2 of Morton's touchdowns tonight. And Carter with a first down across the 45.
Man, he can do everything. He's a good blocker. He's physical after the catch. But really, again, just watch Baron Morton. His feet are pointed exactly where he wants to throw. He's able to get his hip into it. And with confidence in that shoulder, he can deliver the ball with accuracy and speed.
And once again, it's time to Reggie Virgil, who had the first touchdown tonight. Morton pulls it. And Virgil has the catch. Down to the 10.
By Baron Morton.
Morton has hit his last 7 passes. Look out. Baron Morton goes down. Tavon Hardwick on the blitz. And a flag is down as Hardwick hit him low there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 12. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Now, Tavon Hardwick should know the rule. You can't hit a quarterback low like that.
Yeah, and he had a free shot at him. I'm not exactly sure. Here's what it was. He was blocked by Cam Dickey. I don't think he was intending to do that. He was on his way to hit him in the waist, and Dickey got just enough of him to kind of knock him off balance. It was more an unlucky play, and again, the Texas Tech crowd's a little hushed after that.
Jacoby Williams, the hurdle for a touchdown. He went airborne over a Marion Mingo.
Well, if the crowd was hushed, this is exactly the type of thing that's going to get you back open. He understands he's got to get in the end zone. That guy's going at his knees. Well, I'm going to go right over top of him. The explosiveness.
First time that the Golden Lions have crossed the 50 today. On 4th down, Weber is stopped. Ball is out. And it doesn't matter. Texas Tech. And with Baron Morton in the locker room, redshirt freshman Will Hammond is in at quarterback for Texas Tech. And Jacoby Williams slices ahead to the Pine Bluff 43, a first down. Will Hammond out of Austin, former Hutto Hippo, top recruit a couple of years ago, started the bowl game against Arkansas, and we have an official down. Oh, man.
You're going to watch him. He's the umpire here. He gets leg whipped.
Oh, man.
Man, being an umpire is a hard gig. Umpires or officials most of the time get the call right, and we just notice when they don't. And stuff like this is just kind of a hazard of the job. But good to see him up. Unfortunate that he has to take the card off the field, though.
The air cast has been put on for Brian Hay, man.
Pretty good of his play style.
Hammond to the boundary. Payday Douglas makes a man miss, and he's pushed out inside the 20. Red Raiders back in the red zone. And Harrington, who was the backup kickoff specialist a year ago, nails it to make it 40-0.
Kids grew up waking up at 8 or 9 a.m., depending on your time zone, and watching what headgear pick is he going to make, and not so fast.
Dickey bounces it.
And not so fast, Pine Bluff.
Not so fast, my friend.
You could potentially use maybe a 4th.
And Cameron Dickey caps it off with the touchdown. After about a 90-minute lightning delay here in Lubbock, we are just about ready for the start of what will be a shortened second half. 2 8-minute quarters to close things out. Texas Tech ranked in the preseason for the first time since 2008, up 47-0 over Arkansas-Pine Bluff from the SWAC. Baron Morton out of uniform. Hammond throwing this time, escaping. And Hammond showing off the wheels. The sea parts for Will Hammond. It's a touchdown.
You mentioned it, the sea parted for Will Hammond. This is just a little, all it is a scramble, and it's zone coverage. So everybody's eyes are on him, but they were spread so far, they didn't expect Will Hammond to have the wheels that he does. The safeties were split, it's middle open. To be able to get that ball through, and Hammond and Morton both have done a good job of getting it there.
Now Adam Hill with a canyon to run through. It'll take more than an arm tackle to bring him down. After the 7-yard run, 2nd and 2. Hammond to Stone for the touchdown. They cap it off. The first of Leighton Stone's career. All the congratulations, and for good reason. Leighton Stone's first touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a hometown kid, it just means a little bit more. And you grew up going to these games. You grew up meeting with all the coaches, all the athletic trainers. You just know everybody, so it's kind of in his DNA.
They bring a 5th. Peters the fade. And oh, what a catch! Ellis Stewart has it for the touchdown. The first touchdown of Ellis Stewart's career, and the first touchdown for the Golden Lions in 2025.
Well, and this is an excellent pass. This is easily Peter's best drive. And the reason why it's an excellent pass is if you're not going to get a clean release right out of the gate, you're not going to beat your guy, you're not going to stack him, get on top of him, a back shoulder ball is actually easier to catch if you're a wide receiver. Don't put that ball in front of him when he has to run through a body. You can almost feel his steps from up here.
One more time. Hill inside the 20. And lowering the shoulder at the end. A Marion Mingo on the wrong end of that.
My man, that's the way you finish a run. He's not finding his way out of bounds whatsoever. He's going to bounce this one outside. As he goes to turn the corner, doesn't quite have the angle on the safety, but you want to make a tackle, son, you better bring more weight than that to the party. That is a terrific way to end a run.
He rips off 24 more. Texas Tech has scored on all 10 of their possessions tonight. This is number 11. Griffiths guns it for the touchdown. It's Bryson Jones, the freshman. 11 times they've had the football. 11 scores, including 9 touchdowns.
You want this, you got that. No way.